pleasant good evening, everyone. MSM Sports presents the first race of the 1999 racing season at the Airborne International Raceway, the Remington Shootout. Good evening, I'm Rick Knowles. We'll be joined by Rob Knowles later on in the program. And once again, we're at the Airborne International Raceway for racing competition in the late model sportsman, Flying Tiger, Street Stock, and Strictly Street divisions. 1999 season opener going on this afternoon. We'll have coverage for you. Outstanding car counts in both late model sportsman, Flying Tigers, Street Stocks, and Strictly Street divisions expected in the 1999 racing season. Late model sportsman division here at Airborne, a couple of local returnees returning to the track. Bucko Branham is back with his late model sportsman number 17, and Wild Bill Fountain back in the late model sportsman division in car number 79. We expect a great season of racing here at the Airborne International Raceway. As we said earlier, competition in all four divisions we'll have for you this evening, as well as a special event, the Great Remington Shootout. It's a special Milk Bowl style race for the late model sportsman division. And to tell you more about that, let's go upstairs to the gentleman who'll call the race for you tonight, Rob Knowles.
Thanks, Rick. And of course, it's the start of another racing season here at Airborne, and with that, a lot of drivers and teams in the pits have high aspirations for the 1999 racing season. At this point, everybody starts on an equal playing field. And as you talked about, today, the focus, the Remington Shootout. We've qualified already 18 drivers for that. There'll be one additional driver by way of the late model sportsman feature this afternoon who will also make it into that field. But Rick, you mentioned that basically it's a Milk Bowl style format, 3 12-lap segments. The way you finish in the first segment, well, the field will be inverted for the second and so on for the third. And, of course, the driver who accumulates the lowest number of points will be the overall winner. What goes to that winner? $5,000. Not a bad way to start the season. Just a 36-lap race. And, again, 3 12-lap segments. And a $5,000 payday awaits the winner of the Great Remington Shootout. This hopefully, this will become a tradition at Airborne, the Great Remington Shootout, and look for this to continue in the years to come. So we have a great racing card all set for you tonight on MotorSports Magazine. In addition to late model sportsmen, the Flying Tigers are in the garage area, the Street Stocks, and the Strictly Streets. So an outstanding field of cars. It's going to be an exciting night of racing here on MotorSports Magazine as we are set to kick off the 1999 season from the Airborne International Raceway in Plattsburgh. Starting on the pole out of Alburg, Vermont at car number 42, it's Tony Poisson. And outside Poisson at car number 01, Vermont, from Heinsberg, Vermont, Gary Cunningham. Back to row number 2 on the inside. Out of Morrisville, Vermont at car number 75, it's Peter Fecteau. And outside Fecteau, brand new car, the 01 Quebec. Out of St. Denis, Quebec, it's Patrick LaPearl. LaPearl, of course, the top rookie in the late model sportsman division in 1998 here at Airborne. Starting 5th, inside road number 3, car number 13 from Charlotte, Vermont, it's Rich Lowry. And outside Lowry in car number 95, Todd Brunell. Back to row number 4 on the inside. A top contender for the Airborne late model sportsman rookie of the year in this division. In car number 77 out of Milton, Vermont, it's Scott Dragon. And outside Dragon in car number 21, the defending champion in the Flying Tiger division, moves up to the late model sportsman from Middlesex, Vermont. It's car number 21 for Jimmy Young. Shotgun on the field, another rookie from Shelburne, Vermont at car number 18, it's Jamie Fisher. 9 cars set to kick off the 1999 racing season here at Airborne. Here they come, off of 4. No start, yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out, as it looked as though the inside row got a pretty good jump coming off of turn number 4, and we'll try again next time. Poisson and Cunningham to bring him down to the stripe. Then it's Fecteau and LaPearl in row number 2. Lowry and Young in row number 3. Scott Dragon, and it's Todd Brunell in row number 4, Brunell in 95. And then Jamie Fisher in car number 18. We're going to keep the yellow flag out as Jimmy Young and Todd Brunell I believe have flip-flop spots. And Young moves to the outside. Brunel moves back up. Outside row number 3, and we'll try again next time by. Again, it's Poissant and Gary Cunningham to bring him down to the stripe. Tony Poissant has qualified for the Great Remington Shootout. Gary Cunningham has not. So Poissant's a driver who we'll see later on. So is Peter Pecto in the Great Remington Shootout. Here they come again. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Side by side into 2. Now Tony Poissant sticks the nose out in front. He'll take the lead down the backstretch. Gary Cunningham runs second, but here comes Peter Pecto. Pecto to the inside of Cunningham as they run into turn number 4. Side by side for the second spot. Tony Poissant leads it. Peter Pecto slides the nose on through on the inside. He's up to second. Here comes Patrick LaPearl. A couple of 0-1s doing battle now for third as they run into turn number 4. Cunningham drifts high off of 4. LaPearl moves through on the inside. He's got third. Gary Cunningham trying to make that outside groove work, but he's lost 2 spots. Pecto runs second. LaPearl runs third. Cunningham settles it in the 4th spot. Look out, Rich Lowry with a touch. Lowry goes around. Looks like he might have had some help. The field continues under green. Just a slight touch on the rear end of Lowry's car as we got to move for second. Patrick LaPearl shows his muscle on the inside of Peter Pecto. Here comes LaPearl. He wants the second spot. Pecto sideways into 4. Tries to hang on to third. Here comes Gary Cunningham. Gary Cunningham moves to the inside of Peter Pecto. Cunningham off of turn number 2 grabs third. Jamie Fisher has worked his way up into the top 5. Make it 4th as he runs to the inside of Pecto into turn number 3. Pecto with a real loose car. Sideways into 4. Settles it down into 5th. Tony Poissant leads. Patrick LaPearl runs second. Third is Gary Cunningham. Jamie Fisher 4th. 5th is Peter Pecto. Jimmy Young runs in the 6th spot. Scott Dragon runs 7th. Jamie Fisher looks to the outside of Gary Cunningham for third. Fisher started 9th, and he's up to third at the moment. Jamie Fisher with a strong run to the outside. Great debut in his first qualifier for the rookie from Shelburne, Vermont. He's got third. Jamie Fisher has closed in on Patrick LaPearl at second. Again, throws it to the outside. LaPearl takes a peek to the outside of Poissant. Here comes Fisher now to the inside of LaPearl. It's a 3-way battle at the front. Patrick LaPearl runs on the outside of Tony Poissant. Jamie Fisher right there in third. Cunningham runs 4th. Side by side for the lead into 3. Patrick LaPearl on the outside. Tony Poissant on the inside. Side by side off of 4 down the front stretch, and the white flag is out. Poissant trying to hang on. He's led from the drop of the green flag. LaPearl pulls even down the backstretch. Side by side into 3. LaPearl gets the nose in front. They run into turn number 4. Down the front stretch to the checkered flag. And the winner is Patrick LaPearl. LaPearl makes the pass on the outside and wins it by about a foot. Well, if the 1999 racing season is only half as good as that qualifier, we're in for a treat. As Patrick LaPearl works the outside around Tony Poissant and takes home the checkered flag in the first qualifier. Second late model sportsman qualifier on the speedway. Let's set the field. Starting on the pole out of Moores, New York. Car number 29 for Mark Lamberton. Outside Lamberton in car number 53 out of Williamstown, Vermont, it's Chuck Beatty. Back to row number 2 on the inside. Car number 76 out of Colchester, Vermont, it's Steve Renadette. And outside Renedette in car number 6 from Northfield, Vermont, it's Chris Michaud. Back to row number 3 on the inside in car number 0. And outside Lautenschouts in car number 20 from Danville, Vermont, Kendall Lejeune. Back to the 4th row, starting on the inside, car number 79. He comes back to Airborne. He's from Plattsburgh. Wild Bill Fountain starts 7th in car number 79. Also back in car number 17, starting 8th, outside row number 4 from Plattsburgh. It's Bucko Branham in car number 17. Shotgun on the field, starting 9th. He won the last 1998 race here at Airborne, the Fall Foliage 200. He's the defending track champion at Thunder Road. Car number 14 from Montpelier, Vermont, Phil Scott. 9 cars set to run in this second qualifier, and the green flag is out. Mark Lamberton leads him into turn number 2 down the backstretch. Chuck Beatty runs in the 2nd spot. Here comes Steve Renedette on the inside. Chris Lautenschouts runs 4th as Renedette looks to pick off the 2nd spot. Chuck Beatty tries to hang on the outside. Mark Lamberton has opened it up to 3 car lengths off of 2. He continues to see a side-by-side battle for second in his rearview mirror. Renedette on the inside, Beatty on the outside as they battle wheel to wheel off at turn number 4. Lamberton leads it. Renedette is second. Beatty loose off of 2. He's going to go back to 3rd. Here comes Chris Lautenschouts. Lautenschouts in the 0-3 up to the 3rd spot on the inside. Bill Fountain runs right behind those 2 cars. He's 5th. Chuck Beatty settles into 3rd, but again he's high off of 2. Opens the door for Lautenschouts down the backstretch. Chris Lautenschouts to the inside of Beatty for 3rd. Chuck Beatty up in a high groove, loose again off of turn number 4. Mark Lamberton continues to open it up at the front. It's now about 10 car lengths back to Steve Renedette, who is 2nd. 3rd is Chris Lautenschouts, 4th Chuck Beatty, 5th Bill Fountain, and 6th is Phil Scott. We've reached the halfway point in this second qualifier. Good battle for 4th. Here comes Plattsburgh's Bill Fountain to the inside of Chuck Beatty for the 4th spot. Fountain in the 79 throws it to the inside at turn number 3. Side by side into 4. Down the front stretch for 4th. Chuck Beatty trying to hang on to the outside. Again, loose off of 2. Fountain moves up to the 4th spot. Here comes car number 6. Chris Michaud into 5th. Bucko Branham also with a move on the inside. He gets through on the inside. Phil Scott looks to follow. Lamberton leads it. 2nd is Renedette. 3rd Lautenschouts. 4th Fountain. 5th is Michaud. 6th Bucko. Side-by-side action for the 6th spot. Phil Scott on the outside, Bucko Branham on the inside as they race down the backstretch. Scott sticks the nose out in front, working around the outside of Branham into 3. White flag is out for Mark Lamberton. Running into turn number 3 and into turn number 4. The final time in this qualifier. Checkered flag is out for Mark Lamberton. And 9th to Kendall Lejeune in car number 20. So give the win in qualifier number 2 to the driver from Moores, New York, car number 29, and Mark Lamberton. Qualifier number 3, onto the backstretch. And here, Airborne track champion from Shelburne, Vermont, car number 71 for Chris Fisher. Outside Fisher in car number 5 from Williamstown, Vermont, it's Pat Corbett. Back to row number 2 on the inside, car number 25 from Essex Junction, Vermont, it's Dave Whitcomb. And outside Whitcomb in car number 45 from Colchester, Vermont, it's the Goss Dodge for Brian Hoare. Back to row number 3 on the inside. Car number 30 from St. James, New York, it's Jimmy Winters. And outside Winters in car number 63 from South Burlington, Dan Casey. Row number 4 on the inside. 7th starting spot from Bethlehem, New Hampshire. It's car number 60 for Kenny Dufour. And outside Jim Silly. Shotgun on the field in car number 66 from Plattsburgh. It's Corey Trombley. One scratch in this qualifier. It's the 22 for Mike Bruno. Here comes the field. Off of turn number 4. The green flag is out. Side by side, off of 2, down the backstretch. Chris Fisher on the inside, Pat Corbett on the outside. It's a drag race down the backstretch into 3. Fisher sticks the nose in front. He'll take the top spot. Here comes Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Whitcomb to the inside of Corbett for second. Chris Fisher leads him. Second is Dave Whitcomb. Here comes Brian Hoare in the Gastad. Hoare to the inside of Corbett for the third spot. Corbett shuffled back to 4th. Brian Hoare runs 3rd, through to the inside, down the front stretch. Chris Fisher shows the way here at Airborne. Dave Whitcomb runs 2nd. Brian Hoare runs 3rd. Fisher drifts high into 3, opens the door for Whitcomb. Here comes Dave Whitcomb on the inside. Door handle down the front stretch. Whitcomb and Fisher battle side by side off of 2. Dave Whitcomb takes the lead. Brian Hoare looks to move up on the inside. They do battle for 2nd. Some of the great Airborne stars in this one. Here comes Corbett back on the inside. Pat Corbett looking for 3rd. Dave Whitcomb, the racing veteran out of Essex Junction, Vermont, opens it up to 2 car lengths over Brian Hoare. Whitcomb, Hoare, Fisher, 3 of the top names in the late model sportsman division. We've reached the halfway point. Down the backstretch, Whitcomb gets a car length over Brian Hoare. Hoare takes a peek to the outside into 3. Now throws it down to the inside off of 4. Whitcomb continues to show the way. Hoare runs 2nd. Chris Fisher, now 4 car lengths back in the 3rd spot. Pat Corbett is 4th. 5th is Jimmy Winters. Brian Hoare and Dave Whitcomb continue to do battle for the top spot down the front stretch. Off of turn number 2. Hoare has been getting a good run down the backstretch. Closes in 3 and 4. He's able to do that again. Drives it hard into 3, right onto the back bumper of Whitcomb. Whitcomb continues to keep it down low and hold the top spot. Chris Fisher is a spectator in 3rd on this one. As the battle for the top spot is between Whitcomb and Hoare. Hoare drives it hard into 3. Looks to the outside. Drifts high. Whitcomb will hold on to the top spot as the white flag is out. Dave Whitcomb shows the way down the backstretch. One last chance for Brian Hoare. Hoare now looks to the inside as they run into 3 and 4. A little opening off of 4. Whitcomb closes the door. Checkered flag for Dave Whitcomb. Brian Hoare is 2nd. Chris Fisher is 3rd. Pat Corbett 4th. 7th to Dan Casey and 8th to Jim Silly.
Starts inside. Car number 18. Outside row 3. Terry Bishaw in the 36. Dan Nolan in the 79. Ralph Cota 17 make up row 4. Brian Chris, Donat Premont make up row number 5. Green, flag is out. Side-by-side battle as they march up the back stretch the first time. On the outside, Ben Huff grabs the lead. Here comes Mike Wright quickly, 3rd to 2nd, now 1st as they move into turn 4. Five wide that time, coming off turn 4. Only in the Airborne street stock. Will you see that? Mike Wright, the driver from South Hero, Vermont, in car number 24, leads the pack. Ben Huff, 2nd in the 03. 3rd spot goes to the 18 car. That's Terry Bishaw. Kevin Dumas, 4th. Dan Nolan, 79, runs in that 5th spot. Back to Terry Bishaw, 6th in the 36. Don Panoff, 7th in the 23. The 71 car. Dustin Chris has moved up a spot, taking 8th. Mike Wright continues to be your leader. The side-by-side battle is for 2nd. KA on the inside and on the outside, Ben Huff. A little bit of smoke out of the 03 car. KA moves up inside. He takes 2nd. Huff drops back in line. Holds on to the 3rd spot. Dan Nolan, 4th. Looks to close the gap on those top 3 cars. White flag is out for Mike Wright. Okay, right on the back bumper. He'll give it a shot going into turn 3. Can Wright hold on? KA looks inside, now outside. He's about a car length back. They come off turn 4. Checkered flag is out. It's going to be Mike Wright to win it. Wright wins it. Chris KA comes home in the 2nd spot in the 18 car. The 03 of Ben Huff comes home 3rd. Followed by the 51 of Kevin Dumas, the 79 of Dan Nolan. But your winner, the driver out of South Hero, Vermont, car number 24 for Mike Wright. 22, it's Brian Riel. Outside, new colors for this car, 1999. It's the 29 of Mike Kinsman. Row number 2 on the inside, Claude Bouchard in car number 46. And on the outside, it's the Choo-Choo, Charlie Farnsworth in the 75. David Lacroix starts inside in car number 40. Outside, Mike Holmes in car number 52. Row number 4 on the inside, Joe Bouye in the 67. And outside, Skip Liberty in car number 59. Row number 5, Jim Laporte inside in car number 10. Outside, it's Bubba Hickory in car number 6. Row number 6 on the inside, car number 70, Chris Levere. On the outside, it's the 28 for Ron Lowell. 13th starting spot goes to the 15 of Eli Bishaw. Randy Nephew in the 04. Scott Paye, 25. We're under green. Kinsman on the outside. Riel on the inside. Side by side as they race it up the airborne backstretch. Riel now takes a car length lead. Kinsman tries to battle back on the outside. Look out! 29 sideways into turn 4. He loops it. Kinsman gathers his back together, but not before he goes to the back of the pack. And allows the Choo-Choo to move up to the 2nd spot. Joe Bouye, 67 on the move. He looks outside of the Choo-Choo. Skip Liberty has moved to the 4th spot at the 59. Claude Bouchard runs 5th. Now Bouye moves right up onto the back bumper of Brian Riel. Riel drifts high. Bouye looks inside, but Riel slams the door. It's Riel, Bouye, the Choo-Choo 3rd, Skip Liberty 4th. Now Bouye looks outside as they come off turn 4. Riel holds it off. Halfway in the 2nd street stock qualifier, Bouye now makes a charge on the outside. It's Joe Bouye outside. Brian Riel on the inside. Side by side as they race into turn 3. The Choo-Choo moves in, closes it to make it a 3-car battle for the lead with 2 to go. Now on the outside, Bouye will take the top spot as they race up the backstretch. Riel drops back to 2nd. The Choo-Choo is 3rd. Skip Liberty has closed some ground. He is now in the 4th spot, and he looks to move past the Choo-Choo. White flag, this time by 1 to go for Joe Bouye. Brian Riel is 2nd. Skip Liberty looks to get by the Choo-Choo in that battle for the third spot. Bubba Hickory solidly in that fifth spot. Checkered flag this time by. It's going to be Joe Bouye to win it all. Brian Riel gets the second spot in car number 32. Choo Choo Charlie comes home third in the 75. Fourth spot goes to the 59 car of Skip Liberty. And your fifth finisher, car number 6 for Bubba Hickory. How about that outside move from Joe Bouye moving into turn 1 to grab the lead? And he holds off some of the top competitors in this street stock division to pick up the checkered flag.
Qualifier number 1 for the Tigers on the Speedway. Here's the field. Starting on the pole from Highgate Center, Vermont. Third in points last year. Looking to become the 1999 Airborne Track Champion in this division. Car number 75 for Sparky LePan. Outside LePan from Plattsburgh in car number 34, it's Jerry Winch. Back to row number 2 on the inside in car number 61 from Fairfield, Vermont, it's Dave Wilcox. And outside Wilcox in car number 71, it's Bill Barcombe. Back to row number 3 on the inside from Moores, New York. In car number 19, it's Jamie Begor. And outside Begor in car number 42 from Milton, Vermont, it's David Warren. Back to row number 4 on the inside. 7th starting spot at car number 35 from Colchester, it's Mark Germain. And outside Germain in car number 50 from Milton, Vermont, Jay Webb. Shotgun on the field in car number 8 from Ellenburg, New York, it's Jim McComb. 9 cars set to run in this first Flying Tiger qualifier of 1999. Here they come. Green flag is out. Sparky LePan leads them down the backstretch. Talking to a couple of the drivers back in the garage area, and they had the watches on LePan, and he was supposed to be the fastest in practice earlier this morning. LePan was really clicking him off on the Airborne half mile. Dave Warren goes for a spin in car number 42. Warren, the defending champion in the strictly street division, off atop turn number 4, and that's going to bring out the caution flag. So the caution flag is out in this first Flying Tiger qualifier. All right, Elvis exits into the infield in the Bill McBride Chevrolet Monte Carlo pace car. And the field picks up the pace, running into turn number 4. LePan and Winch to bring him down. Green flag is out. Bill Barcombe with a daring maneuver throws it down to the inside right in front of Dave Wilcox here in the front stretch. Well, get used to that. Bill Barcombe moves into the second spot. Sparky LePan running second as Barcombe will try to run him down. Jerry Winch runs third. Black flag is out, and it's for Bill Barcombe. So black flag for car number 71. LePan opens it up very quickly. It's already about 15 car lengths. Jerry Winch is in the second spot in the 34. Again, the consolation flag is out for car number 71. Mark Germain runs in the third spot in car number 35. Fourth is Wilcox in the 61, but here comes Jay Webb in car number 50. Webb to the inside as they run side by side for the fourth spot. Webb and Wilcox battle for fourth. Give it to Jay Webb on the inside. Sparky LePan leads it. Jerry Winch is second. Germain runs third. Webb fourth. Fifth is Wilcox. Sixth, Jamie Begor. Seventh is Jim McComb. Sparky LePan high off of turn number 4. But when you got a 15 car length lead, you can do that. Jay Webb looks to the outside of Mark Germain for third. Webb is high off of turn number 2, loose, but Wilcox not able to move through on the inside. LePan the leader. Winch runs second. Germain is third. Jay Webb is fourth. Wilcox fifth. 2 to go. Jamie Begor looks to the outside of Dave Wilcox for the fifth spot. As Sparky LePan has opened it up to almost a straightaway lead over Jerry Winch. The white flag is out for LePan.
Jay Webb continues to try to work on Mark Germain for third. Webb high off of turn number 2. Here comes Dave Wilcox. Wilcox to the inside for the 4th spot. But here he comes off of turn number 4. Checkered flag for Sparky LePan. Second's going to go to Jerry Winch. Third with a good run, Mark Germain. 4th to Dave Wilcox. Jay Webb 5th. And 6th to Jamie Begor. Jim McComb brings the 8 home in the 7th spot. Well, certainly a convincing run for Highgate Center, Vermont. Sparky LePan in car number 75. Started on the pole, and he runs green to checkers to win qualifier number 1 of 1999. Tiger qualifier number 2 on the speedway, and here's the field. Starting on the pole in car number 39 out of Milton, Vermont, it's Bill Sawyer. And outside Sawyer in car number 45 from Burlington, Vermont, John Langlois. Back to row number 2 on the inside. He was the top rookie in the Flying Tiger division last year. From St. Albans, Vermont, it's car number 17 for Tabor Gagne. Outside Gagne in car number 25 from Underhill, Vermont, Joey Becker. Back to row number 3 on the inside in car number 68 from Williamstown, Vermont, it's Cooper McRitchie. And outside McRitchie in car number 24 from Shelburne, Vermont, Steve Fisher. Shotgun on the field, starting 7th from Plattsburgh, car number 95 for George White. 7 cars to run in this second qualifier, 8 laps the distance in Tiger qualifier number 2. Car number 4 for Doug Murphy, who lost a tire in the last Tiger warm-up session earlier this morning. He is a scratch from qualifier number 2. As is John Donahue's number 26. Green flag is out. Side by side off of 2. John Donahue drifts high. Here comes Tabor Gagne. Bill Sawyer out in front. That's a brand new automobile for Bill Sawyer as he put that together over the winter. Running in the 2nd spot is Tabor Gagne. Side by side for 3rd. Here comes Cooper McRitchie. Bill Sawyer leads by 3 car lengths. Gagne runs in the 2nd spot. Cooper McRitchie is up to 3rd. Here comes Steve Fisher in the 24. Fisher grabs the 4th spot. John Langlois drop kick back to 5th. Side by side for 6th, George White and Joe Becker. Bill Sawyer continues to open it up on Tabor Gagne. It's now 10 car lengths down the backstretch into turn number 3. Gagne hangs on to the 2nd spot. Cooper McRitchie right behind, running 3rd in car number 68. Steve Fisher 4th in the 24. McRitchie had a peek to the inside of Tabor Gagne that time, and they drift down the backstretch, and Gagne still able to hang on to that 2nd spot. Steve Fisher closes in. Fisher had a victory in the Flying Tiger division last year here at Airborne. He'd like nothing better than to start 1999 with a victory here this afternoon. Bill Sawyer drifts high off of turn number 2. Not a problem as he runs it down the backstretch into 3. Tabor Gagne still hanging on to the 2nd spot. Cooper McRitchie 3rd, Steve Fisher 4th in car number 24, and John Langlois 5th in the 45. Field, single file down the backstretch. A car length separating the 3rd and 4th place runners, McRitchie and Fisher, as there are 2 to go. Cooper McRitchie has looked high and low on Tabor Gagne, but he has not been able to make a move for the 2nd spot. Gagne's done a nice job keeping the car down on the inside, and McRitchie has not tried the outside to make the move. White flag is out for Bill Sawyer. Again, the action is on for that 2nd spot. Gagne has it. McRitchie wants it as they run into turn number 3 for one final time. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag is out for Bill Sawyer. Here comes McRitchie to the inside, down the front stretch. Gagne hangs on for 2nd. Cooper McRitchie 3rd, Steve Fisher 4th, and 5th goes to car number 45 for John Langlois. So the 2nd Flying Tiger qualifier goes to the driver from Milton, Vermont, car number 39 for Bill Sawyer.
Jason Bonnet, car number 19. Car number 3 on the inside, number 17, Stellan Bushman. Fourth row on the inside, Lee Ray in car number 1. And on the outside, car number 22 for Chick Bissett. Row number 5, it's car number 2 for Joe Rubel. And on the outside, Dale Terry in car number 64. Final row, it's Dean Rule in car number 66. And on the outside, in car number 18, John Winterbottom. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. Louie grabs the lead off turn 2 as they race it up the back stretch, and the Beaver is going the wrong way. Field scrambles to get by the Beaver Farnsworth car as that car did not want to come up to speed. Louis Bonnell is your leader in the 13. Jason Bonnet is second. Here comes a car that was strong for most of last year when he was here, the 22 of Chick Bissett. He's taken over the 3rd spot. Webb is 4th. Bushy runs 5th. Dean Rule looks to make it 3 wide on the outside of the 66 car. Bushy takes good advantage of that inside spot. He'll move to 4th. Now Rule looks inside the Webb car, and he'll move up a spot and take 5th. Halfway this car by. Louis Bonnell leads the way in car number 13. Jason Bonnet right on his tail as they race into turn 3. Chick Bissett in the 22. Don Bushy in the 17. They've all got a shot with 2 to go. Now Bissett slips outside. That gives Bushy a shot on the inside. Bissett, good power up the backstretch. Moves up, takes 3rd back. Looks to the outside of Bonnet. Bushy battles right back on the inside. This time by, the white flag is out. Louis Bonnell, Jason Bonnet, Don Bushy, Chick Bissett, and here comes Dean Rule in the 66, 3 wide on the inside, and Rule takes the 3rd spot. Checkered flag this time by, Bushy drifts high, here comes your winner, it's going to be Louis. Louis Bonnell picks up the win in the first strictly qualifier of the 1999 season. Jason Bonnet comes home 2nd. Dean Rule grabs the 3rd spot. Chick Bissett comes home 4th in the 22 car. And the top 5 rounded out by car number 17 and Don Bushy. They're going to throw a blanket on those top 5 cars as they battle the last few onto the backstretch. Starting on the pole, it will be car number 55 for Craig Bushy. Outside, row number 1, car number 10 and Roger LeBounty. Row number 2 on the inside, it's the 71 for Wayne Stoll. And on the outside, John Hayes in car number 48. Row number 3, Dan Ray in the 6th car. And on the outside, the 68 of Kerry Longley. 4th row on the inside, Richard Agony in car number 4. And on the outside, Mike Terry in car number 65. 5th row on the inside, Greg Wolcott in car number 24. The 76 car of Mike Wells starts next. Bernie Blair, shotgun in the 00. And Steve Benoit outside in the 14. That's the field for strictly qualifier number 2. Bushy grabs the lead in the 55. Quickly, that inside line opens up. Look out, Bernie Blair in trouble in the 00. Blair has come to a halt in turn 2. Caution on the speedway. Blair pulls out of harm's way. He's got some right side front end damage on that car. Blair will be able to make it back to the garage area on his own. And we look
Let's go back to green flag racing and stand by.
Craig Bushy on the inside in the 55. Outside, Roger LeBounty in the 10. Wayne Stoll in the 71. John Hayes in the 48. Dan Ray in the 6. Kerry Longley in the 68. Top 6 cars. Trouble on the 6 car. He is falling off the pace. Will we still get a green? Green. Flag is out. The 6 car of Dan Ray did not want to fire. He was ready to go in that 3rd row, and he is back at the pack. Craig Bushy, 55, your leader. Here comes John Hayes. He looks inside of Wayne Stoll. Good battle for second. Hayes and Stoll side by side up the backstretch as they look to run down your leader, Craig Bushy. Kerry Longley runs 4th. Roger LeBounty 5th. Steve Benoit at 6th. Cambridge, Vermont's Craig Bushy leads the way, but he's got a challenger on the inside and a challenger on the outside. John Hayes moves right up on the back bumper as they're halfway. Oh, Bernie's dirt tracking up turn 2. Side by side. Hayes on the outside, Bushy on the inside. Bushy battles right back. They're on even terms as they enter turn 4. Two to go, and John Hayes grabs the lead as they race down the front stretch. Craig Bushy second. Wayne Stoll moves up on the outside. And they will now battle for the second spot as Kerry Longley has caught them. White flag is out. 1 to go. John Hayes from Milton, Vermont. He's going to win it. Second spot will be Stoll. They're still battling for third. Your winner, John Hayes. Wayne Stoll in the 71 picks up the second spot. Third spot goes to the 55 of Craig Bushy. 4th, the 68 of Kerry Longley. Steve Benoit in car number 14 rounds out your top 5 spots. In this
Starting on the pole in car number 13, it's Rich Lowry. Outside Lowry in the 53, Chuck Beatty. Starting third, inside row number 2, car number 20, it's Kendall Lejeune. And outside in car number 17, Bucko Branham. Starting 5th, inside row 3, it's the 63 for Dan Casey. Outside Casey in the 68, Jim Silly. Starting 7th, inside row number 4, in car number 77, it's Scott Dragon. Outside Dragon in car number 95, Todd Brunell. Shotgun on the field in car number 22. From Castleton, Vermont, it's Mike Bruno. Bruno starts in the 9th spot. 10 laps in this late model sportsman, the consolation race. Green flag is out. Chuck Beatty from the outside looks to take the lead. We saw Beatty have problems running that outside groove in his qualifier. That's why he's running here in this consolation race. Lowry on the inside. He has the lead. Beatty on the outside for it. Side by side into turn number 2. Rich Lowry and Chuck Beatty. Beatty with a bobble. Here comes Bucko Branham. Branham cuts the car down to the inside. He runs third. Working on the outside in car number 68, it's Jim Silly. Here comes Silly on the outside. Lowry leads it. Chuck Beatty runs second. Bucko Branham is third. Kendall Lejeune is 4th. 5th is Dan Casey in the 63. Here comes Scott Dragon as well. Dragon looks to move to the inside of Jim Silly in the 68. Mike Bruno also mired in the back trying to work his way up. Rich Lowry shows the way by a car length and a half over Chuck Beatty in the 53. Bucko Branham runs third. 3 wide down the backstretch into 3. Scott Dragon, Dan Casey, Jim Silly running 3 wide for a time down the backstretch. Top 4 cars, freight train, but the battle is on for 5th. Here comes Scott Dragon to the inside of Jim Silly. Dragon up to the 5th spot. Silly runs 6th. Here comes Mike Bruno now looking to move through on the inside as we're halfway. Bruno fighting an ill-handling race car. Keep an eye on the 22 off of turn number 4. Last time he was sideways, dirt track style off of turn number 4. Rich Lowry continues to show the way at the front. Chuck Beatty is 2nd. Bucko Branham 3rd in the 17. Kendall Lejeune is 4th in car number 20. Scott Dragon 5th in the 77. Mike Bruno 6th in car number 22. Rich Lowry continues to show the way. Chuck Beatty runs in the 2nd spot. Bucko Branham runs 3rd in car number 17. Kendall Lejeune is 4th in car number 20. Off of turn number 4, 2 laps to go for Rich Lowry. Lowry opens it up to 2 car lengths over Chuck Beatty. Beatty tries to close down the backstretch, drives it hard into 3. He's got Bucko Branham heavy in his rearview mirror as the white flag is out for Rich Lowry. Down the backstretch, Rich Lowry looking to take home the checkered flag. Runs it into turn number 3. Keeps it down to the inside into 4. Beatty tries to close, but he doesn't have enough time. Checkered flag for Lowry. Beatty is 2nd. Bucko Branham 3rd. 4th to Kendall Lejeune. 5th to Scott Dragon. 6th to Mike Bruno. 7th to Jim Silly. And 8th goes to Dan Casey. A good run for Charlotte.
Outside in car number 24, Mike Wright. Row number 2 on the inside, the 75 of the Choo-Choo, Charlie Farnsworth. Outside, driving car number 18, Chris K.A. Row 3 on the inside, it's Georgia, Vermont's Dan Nolan. And on the outside, out of Peru, Joe Bouye in the 67. Peru, New York, Skip Liberty starts 7th in the 59. And starting shotgun on the field, the 8th spot goes to car number 6 and Bubba Hickory. 8 cars, 6 laps, semi-feature for the street stock division. Look out, the Huff car hasn't fired. We may not get a green. Now he picks it up. Green flag is out. Mike Wright on the outside, Ben Huff on the inside. Haven't we seen this once before? And Wright powers up on the outside. Huff battles right back on the inside. They repeat their performance in the first qualifier. Now Wright grabs the lead. Huff battles back on the inside, but he will settle into that 2nd spot. But here comes Joe Bouye on the move. Bouye in the 67 car. Started 6th. He's now 3rd, and he wants to take 2nd as they come off turn 4. It looks like the Choo-Choo will be the caboose in this one as problems on the 75 car. Choo-Choo is going to be headed back to the garage area. Now Bouye outside. Even terms with Mike Wright as they come off turn 4, and Bouye will take the lead at the start-finish line. Bouye running strong on the outside, grabs the lead. Wright tries to battle back on the inside as they race it up the backstretch. Ben Huff in 3rd, Chris K.A. 4th, more smoke billows out of the back end of the 03 car. Bubba Hickory runs 5th, Skip Liberty is 6th, Dan Nolan 7th, with 2 to go. Joe Bouye looking awfully strong in the 67 car today. He starts to edge away from Mike Wright as Chris K.A. moves up the outside. He takes that third spot. Bubba's on the move. 1 to go. Ben Huff takes the 03 back to the garage area. He's out of it. Joe Bouye, 4 car length advantage on Mike Wright as they come off turn 4 the final time. Checkered flag is out. Joe Bouye will win it. Second spot goes to Mike Wright in the 24 car. Chris K.A. comes home third. Fourth spot goes to Bubba Hickory in the 6. And Skip Liberty rounds out the top 5 in car number 59. But boy, does this guy look strong this afternoon. How about a nice round of applause?
Speedway. Bonus points on the line as these drivers try to get a top early on in the 1999 racing season, the Flying Tiger point standings. And here's the field. Starting on the pole, he was the class of his qualifier earlier from Highgate Center, Vermont. It's car number 75 for Sparky LePan. Outside LePan from Plattsburgh in car number 34, it's Jerry Winch. Row 2 on the inside, third starting spot goes to car number 39 from Milton, Vermont, it's Bill Sawyer. And outside Sawyer in car number 17 from St. Albans, Vermont, Tabor Gagne. Back to row number 3 on the inside, fifth starting spot in car number 68 from Williamstown, Vermont, it's Cooper McRitchie. And outside McRitchie in car number 24 from Shelburne, Vermont, Steve Fisher. Starting 7th in car number 61, it's Dave Wilcox. And outside Wilcox in car number 35, Mark Germain. Here comes the field off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Sparky LePan again with a good jump to the outside, but let's see if Bill Sawyer can run with him. LePan leads by a car length over Sawyer. Here comes Cooper McRitchie. McRitchie moves to the inside of Jerry Winch for the third spot. We got synchronized spinning at the rear of the field. Mark Germain in the 35 and Steve Fisher in the 24 go for a loop. Both cars, well, Fisher is rolling. Germain appears to be parked down on the inside of turn number 4. He gets it refired. He's rolling once again. Here come the leaders. This could get interesting. LePan drifts to the outside. Everybody's going to work their way around. Mark Germain, he loses a lap. Sparky LePan leads it by 4 car lengths over Bill Sawyer. Cooper McRitchie runs third. Germain, the 35, is a lap down. Car number 61 for Dave Wilcox is 4th. Jerry Winch is 5th. Here comes Tabor Gagne to the outside of Winch. Sparky LePan opens it up on Bill Sawyer. You got to be impressed with LePan's car number 75. Blew away the field in the qualifier, and it looks like he's going to do that again here in the semi-feature as we are halfway. Good battle for the second spot, and also a good battle for 4th. Jerry Winch, Dave Wilcox. Winch works his way underneath Mark Germain. That's the lap car. Tabor Gagne as well moves to the inside for 5th. Here comes a good battle for 2nd. Bill Sawyer drifts high off of 4, opening the door for Cooper McRitchie in the 68. McRitchie drives through on the inside, and Coop is up to the 2nd spot. 3rd is now Bill Sawyer. Jerry Winch is 4th. 5th, Tabor Gagne. 2 laps to go for Jerry LePan. Jerry Winch runs in the 4th spot. Tabor Gagne is 5th. Dave Wilcox is 6th. Off of turn number 4, the white flag is out for Sparky LePan. LePan early on appears to be the car to beat in this Flying Tiger division. Dominating performance in the qualifier, and now a dominating performance in the semi-feature. Checkered flag for Sparky LePan. 2nd to Cooper McRitchie. 3rd to Bill Sawyer. 4th at the stripe. Wow, too close to call. Tabor Gagne and Jerry Winch with a great battle for the 4th spot. And give 6th to Dave Wilcox in car number 61. Well, no doubt about the man at the front. On the field out of Colchester, Vermont, Chick Bissett in car number 22.
7 starters to go, 6 laps. Semi-feature time, strictly street division. Elvis brings the Bill McBride Chevrolet pace car back to its roost in the infield. Field rumbles off turn 4, ready to take the green in the semi. Bushy on the inside, Bonnet on the outside. Bushy grabs the lead up the backstretch. Bonnet will settle into second in front of Wayne Stoll. Caught on the outside, it's John Hayes in the 48 and Dean Rule in the 66. Tough side-by-side competition is the norm for this strictly street division here at Airborne. It's a field that has continued to grow throughout the season. Now Rule thinks about making a 3-wide bid as he moves around Wayne Stoll and takes over the 4th spot. Stoll tries to battle right back, but the 66 car strong on the outside. He moves alongside Jason Bonnet. They're halfway, and we've got a challenge for the lead. Inside, Craig Bushy. On the outside, John Hayes in the 48. Hayes puts a nose in front as they race into turn 3. Bushy will try to battle back, but again, that 48 car holds his spot. Coming off turn 4, they race to the line with 2 to go. Bushy and Hayes have been side by side for the last 2 laps. Hayes, this is where he puts a nose in front, but Bushy is strong on the inside. He battles right back. They'll come off turn 4 again, side by side to the white flag. Now Hayes powers by down the front stretch and takes the lead. 1 to go. John Hayes leads it. Bushy back to second. Chick Bissett up to third in the 22. Field comes off turn 4, the final time. Here they come, and your winner is going to be John Hayes in the 48. Craig Bushy comes home in the 2nd spot in the 55, followed by the 22 of Chick Bissett, Jason Bonnet in the 19, and Wayne Stoll rounds out your top 5 in car number 71. But here's another car that has looked strong this afternoon.
30-lap late model sportsman main event on the Speedway. First regular season point counting event for the late models. Here's the field, starting on the pole in car number 42. From Malmberg, Vermont, it's Tony Poisson. Outside Poisson in the 01 Vermont, Gary Cunningham. Third starting spot, inside row number 2 in car number 75, it's Peter Fecto. And outside Fecto in the 01 Quebec, Patrick LaPearl. Inside row number 3, 5th starting spot to car number 29, that's Mark Lamberton. And outside Lamberton in car number 76, Steve Renadette. Row number 4 on the inside, 7th starting spot to car number 6, it's Chris Michaud. And outside Michaud in the 03 from Saranac, New York, Chris Lautenschatz. Back to row number 5 on the inside, 9th starting spot in car number 5, it's Pat Corbett. And outside Corbett, starting 10th in car number 71, Chris Fisher. 11th starting spot inside row number 6. Keep an eye on car number 25 from Essex Junction, Vermont, it's Dave Whitcomb. And outside Whitcomb in car number 45 from Colchester, Vermont, Brian Hoare. Inside row number 7, 13th starting spot goes to car number 79 from Plattsburgh, it's Bill Fountain. And outside Fountain in car number 14, Phil Scott. 8th row, inside, it's the 15th starting spot to car number 30, it's Jimmy Winters. And outside Winters in car number 60, Kenny Dufour. 9th row, inside, 17th starting spot to car number 13 and Rich Lowry. Outside Lowry starting 18th, car number 53 for Chuck Beatty. 19th on the grid. In car number 17, it's Bucko Branham. Starting 20th in car number 20 is Kendall Lejeune. 21st on the grid. Inside row number 11, it's car number 68 for Jim Silly. And outside Silly in car number 63, Dan Casey. 23rd on the grid. In car number 21, it's Jimmy Young. And outside Young in car number 18, Jamie Fisher. 25th on the grid. Starting car number 22, it's Mike Bruno. And outside Bruno in car number 77, Scott Dragon. Shotgun on the field in car number 95 is Todd Brunell. Okay. 27 late model sportsman automobiles set to do battle in this 30-lap main event for the late model sportsman. 3 non-qualified cars will qualify for the Great Remington Shootout. Next time by, we'll go Green Flag Racing. First main event point counting late model sportsman feature of 1999 is about to take the green flag. 3 drivers in this field will be added to the $5,000 to win Great Remington Shootout. And it's always fun to watch some of the stars come from the middle and rear of the field in this late model sportsman feature. The likes of Phil Scott and Mike Bruno, and also keep an eye on some of those rookies working their way to the front as the green flag is out. Tony Poisson leads them down the backstretch. Gary Cunningham runs second. Peter Fecto is third. Patrick LaPearl runs on the outside into 0-1. Here comes Mark Lamberton. Lamberton out of a cannon to the inside. He's got third, or has his eyes on third. Peter Fecto cuts it down on the inside. Fecto is loose into 2. Lamberton with a touch has to back out of it. Peter Fecto really fighting an ill-handling race car. Top 2 cars have pulled away from Fecto, who runs third. Here comes Patrick LaPearl on the outside. LaPearl loose in a 0-1. Mark Lamberton runs 4th. Here comes Chris Michaud in the 6th. Remember, 3 cars that have not yet qualified will qualify into the Great Remington Shootout. Tony Poisson continues to show the way down the backstretch into 3. Gary Cunningham runs 2nd. Peter Fecto is 3rd. Here comes Michaud to the inside of Mark Lamberton for 4th. Good battles in the middle of the pack. Chris Fisher in the 71. Dave Whitcomb in the 25. All those cars trying to work their way up to the front. Poisson the leader. Cunningham runs 2nd. Fecto runs 3rd. Lamberton 4th in the 29. Chris Michaud is 5th. He gets a tap from Patrick LaPearl. Look out! Hard into the wall, Pat Corbett. Several cars into the wall up in turn number 4. Pat Corbett torn up there on the right front. Chris Fisher is involved. Chris Loudenshots is up there. Several cars up into the turn 4 wall. Kenny Dufour looks as though he's dragging some sheet metal on the right front. Rich Lowry backs away. Everyone please stay back away from the fence. Back away from the fence area down in turn number 4. Rich Lowry rolls away in the 13. 5 laps are complete in this late model sportsman main event. Some of the top competitors are back in the garage area making repairs, but we still have a great field of cars running with 5 laps in the books. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Mark Lamberton with a rough ride off of turn number 4 on the restart. Able to hold on, but he's going to go back to the 5th spot. Gets it down to the inside. Here comes Dave Whitcomb. Whitcomb moving to the outside of Lamberton for the 5th spot. Tony Poisson shows the way by a car length now. It's Peter Fecto up to 2nd. Here comes Patrick LaPearl. LaPearl looks to the inside as Gary Cunningham fights back on the outside. Cunningham trying to hold on to the 3rd spot. Tony Poisson continues to show the way down the backstretch. It's now 3 car lengths over Peter Fecto. 3 wide into 3. Dave Whitcomb the meat and the sandwich. Mark Lamberton on the inside, Cunningham on the outside. While Bill Fountain has worked his way up to 5th. Fountain in the 79 runs 5th. Here comes Whitcomb. Whitcomb moves up on the rear bumper of Fountain. Cunningham runs to the outside. Scott Dragon off the pace of the 77. He appears to have a flat tire. Rich Lowry takes the 13 down to the infield. He tries to get it refired, and now the car stalls again here on the front stretch. Good battle for about the 6th spot. Yellow flag is out. Caution flag out for Rich Lowry. Nine laps are complete. We saw Dave Whitcomb earlier in a qualifier run real strong. We'll see if he can work his way up from that 7th restart spot. See if he can get to the front. Also watch Bill Scott. Here comes the field. Green flag is out. Side by side for the top spot. Down the backstretch. Peter Fecto to the outside of Tony Poisson. Poisson a little bit loose into 3. Gets it back together. They're side by side off of 4. Down to the stripe. Peter Fecto with a lead. Peter Fecto in car number 75. Leads him down the backstretch. Tony Poisson runs 2nd. Jamie Fisher again off the pace of the 18. He's going back to the garage area. Fecto the leader. Poisson 2nd. LaPearl 3rd. Down the backstretch, Dave Whitcomb to the inside of Mark Lamberton for the 5th spot. 2 airborne regulars do battle for 5th. Whitcomb on the inside, Lamberton on the outside. While Bill Fountain has moved his way up into the 4th spot, but here comes Dave Whitcomb. Whitcomb's going to look to the outside of Fountain. Fountain right up on the back bumper of Patrick LaPearl. LaPearl runs to the 3rd spot. Peter Fecto has opened it up to 3 car lengths. They box it up in the middle of the pack. Gary Cunningham side by side with Lamberton. Lamberton on the outside. They touch it to 4. Lamberton tries to hang on, get it down to the inside. Peter Fecto continues to show the way. 2nd is Tony Poisson. 3rd is LaPearl. 4th is Fountain in the 79. 5th is Whitcomb. 6th is Mark Lamberton. 7th is Bill Scott. We're halfway. Gary Cunningham runs 8. Bucko Branham runs 9. Those 2 cars are vying for the final qualifying spot for the Great Remington Shootout. Right now, Cunningham has it. Branham wants it. Peter Fecto trying to play hide the peanut from the field. Fecto continues to slowly draw away from Tony Poisson in the 42. Scott Dragon spins in 77. He keeps it rolling. Will stay under green. Here comes Mark Lamberton. Lamberton looks to the inside of Bill Fountain. Fountain runs in the 5th spot. Bill Scott continues to work his way towards the front. Scott running 7th, right behind Mark Lamberton. Lamberton is 6th. 5th is Fountain. Here comes Dave Whitcomb. Whitcomb with a peek to the outside of Patrick LaPearl. Side by side for 3rd. LaPearl on the inside. Whitcomb on the outside. Down the backstretch into 3. Dave Whitcomb's got a good run. Tries to keep it down to the inside. Whitcomb powers off at turn number 4. Looking for 3rd. He's got it. 10 to go. Dave Whitcomb. Is there enough time for him to get to the front? Picking them off one at a time. Now running to the outside of Tony Poisson. Whitcomb is the car on the move in the 25. Peter Bechtel has a new car in his rearview mirror, and he's closing fast. Whitcomb has cut it down to 3 car lengths. Here comes Dave Whitcomb in the 25 after Bechtel. Bill Scott has worked with Mark Lamberton. Scott is up to the 6th spot. Bill Fountain runs 5th. 4th is LaPearl. 3rd is Poisson. 2nd, Dave Whitcomb. The leader, Peter Bechtel. Dave Whitcomb is right on the rear bumper of Peter Bechtel. Down the backstretch. It's half a car length. Whitcomb drives to the outside into 3. Bechtel takes them high into 4. Down the front stretch. Peter Bechtel and Dave Whitcomb. The lap car 95. They work their way around the outside as they race into turn number 3. Whitcomb had to tuck it right behind Bechtel because of the lap traffic. 5 to go. Bill Scott continues to move towards the front. Scott up to the 5th spot, running around the outside of Billy Fountain. But the battle is for the lead. 2 veterans at the front. Bechtel and Whitcomb. They run off of turn number 2. Dave Whitcomb again looks to the outside. The car's been real strong in turn 3 and 4. He pulls up to their outside. Side by side into turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Whitcomb sideways. Dave Whitcomb continues to run in the 2nd spot. If he's going to make the pass, he's going to have to make it off of 3 and 4. He tucked right in behind the rear bumper of Peter Bechtel. Down the front stretch. 2 to go. Bechtel leads. Whitcomb 2nd. LaPearl 3rd. Fountain 4th. Lamberton is 5th. 6th is Bill Scott. Bucko Branham has moved into the qualifying spot. He's 7th. White flag is out. Down the backstretch. Bechtel sideways. Here comes Whitcomb to the outside. Whitcomb drives it hard into 3. Side by side into 3. Here they come into 4. Bechtel on the inside. Whitcomb on the outside. Down to the front. Oh, it's too close to call. Unbelievable finish. Bechtel spins up in turn number 2. We'll have to wait for the official word on that one. Peter Bechtel was loose off of turn number 4. And give the win to the man on the outside in car number 25, Dave Whitcomb. What a run for David Whitcomb. And starts on the pole in the 75. Jerry Winch starts 2nd in the 34. Then it's Doug Murphy in car number 4. Outside Murphy in the 39, Bill Sawyer. John Langlois grids next in the 45. Then it's Tabor Gagne in the 17. Joe Becker in the 25. Cooper McCritchie in the 68. Steve Fisher in the 24. Dave Wilcox in the 61. George White in the 95. We'll get the rest as we can, and the green flag is out. Sparky LePan leads him down the backstretch. Jerry Winch runs 2nd. Doug Murphy looks to move through on the inside for the 2nd spot. Good battle for 4th, as it's Bill Sawyer on the inside and Tabor Gagne on the outside. Bill Sawyer moves into third to the inside of Doug Murphy. Tabor Gagne looks to the same line to run to the inside for the fourth spot. Cooper McCritchie in the 68 is going to follow Gagne through to the inside of Murphy. Sparky LePan already has opened it up to about 8 car lengths over Jerry Winch. Bill Sawyer runs third. Fourth is Tabor Gagne. Cooper McCritchie is fifth. Keep an eye on some of the rookie drivers coming out of the rear. Jamie Begor in the 19, Dave Warren in the 42. Jay Webb in car number 50 as they try to get the hang of this Flying Tiger division and work their way to the front. Sparky LePan already has opened it up to almost a straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Jerry Winch in the 34 out of Plattsburgh runs in the second spot. Here comes Sawyer looking to the inside of Winch. Sparky LePan, Jerry Winch, Bill Sawyer, Tabor Gagne. Here comes Cooper McCritchie to the inside of Gagne. Side by side for the fourth spot. McCritchie on the inside, Gagne on the outside. They race off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. LePan, Winch, Sawyer, McCritchie, Gagne. They're the top 5. John Langlois runs in the 6th spot. Steve Fisher is 7th. Joe Becker 8th. Dave Wilcox 9th. 10th is George White. Dave Warren 11th. 12th is Jay Webb. Mark Germain is 13th. Bill Barcombe 14th. 15th is Doug Murphy. 16th Jim McComb. 17th Jamie Begor. Sparky LePan continues to click them off at a wicked pace. 9 laps complete. It's a backstretch lead over Jerry Winch, who runs second in the 34. Tabor Gagne continues to hold on to the 3rd spot. Cooper McCritchie is 4th in the 68. And Bill Sawyer back to 5th in the 39. It appears as though Sawyer is fighting an ill-handling race car in the 39, but he still runs in the top 5. John Langlois is 6th, Steve Fisher 7th in the 24, Joey Becker is 8th in the 25, Dave Wilcox 9th in the 61, and George White is 10th in the 95. McCritchie again with a charge to the outside of Tabor Gagne as they do battle for the 3rd spot. Those two have been going back and forth throughout the main event. Gagne on the inside, McCritchie on the outside. Cooper McCritchie with a good run to the outside of Gagne, but he fights back on the inside off of 2. Tabor Gagne, Cooper McCritchie side by side for a lap. Reached the halfway point in the Flying Tiger main event. Top 2 positions have not changed. It's been LePan and Winch. Here comes McCritchie again with another try. McCritchie appears to be real strong off of 3 and 4, whereas Gagne gets a good run off of 1 and 2. Gagne has actually run down Jerry Winch in the 34. Here comes Tabor. Tabor right on the rear bumper of Jerry Winch's car number 34 as he looks to move into the 2nd spot. Spin over at turn number 2. Mark Germain spins the 35. He gets it rolling once again. Will stay under green. Sparky LePan in the 75. Then it's the left car of Germain in the 35. Third is, or rather second is Winch in the 34. And here comes Tabor Gagne once again. Gagne looks to the inside of Winch. Gagne has a wheel to the inside. Off of turn number 4, Gagne sideways. Jerry Winch manages to hang on to that second spot. Seesaw battle for second is on. Winch and Gagne doing battle back and forth. 18 laps are complete in this Flying Tiger main event. Sparky LePan has led from the drop of the green flag. Gagne again with a run to the inside of Winch for second. Side by side as they run into 4. Winch tries to fight back. Drifts high. Tabor Gagne has second. Jerry Winch going to have to fight for third now. They run door handle to door handle. Winch on the outside. McCritchie on the inside. Cooper McCritchie has the third spot. Winch back to fourth. Here comes Bill Sawyer. Sawyer runs fifth. He drifts high. John Langlois closes in the sixth spot. 5 to go. Sparky LePan, a backstretch lead over Tabor Gagne. Cooper McCritchie third. Fourth is Jerry Winch. Fifth is Bill Sawyer. .21 laps in the books. LePan leads it. Gagne is second. McCritchie is third. Winch is fourth. Sawyer is fifth. Sixth is Langlois. Seventh is Becker in the 25. Eighth is Fisher in the 24. Germain is ninth. And Bill Barcombe is 10th. Cooper McCritchie tries to close on Tabor Gagne for that second spot. Good battle on for fourth between Bill Sawyer and Jerry Winch. John Langlois also closes in on the fifth spot. 2 to go. McCritchie and Gagne, they've been hooked up throughout this main event. Running side by side almost throughout. White flag is out. White flag for Sparky LePan. Down the backstretch. A convincing performance for the driver from Highgate Center, Vermont. Here he comes into turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Checkered flag for Sparky LePan. We got a spin up in turn 3. Second to Gagne. Third to McCritchie. Fourth to Langlois. Fifth to Becker. Sixth to Steve Fisher. Seventh is going to go to the 34 of Jerry Winch. Eighth to Bill Barcombe. Ninth to George White. 10th to Doug Murphy. 11th is Jay Webb. As Bill Sawyer and Jerry Winch got together up in turn numbers 3 and 4. And Sawyer loses several spots on that. Winch manages to scramble back for a 7th spot. No doubt at the front. Convincing run for car number 75 and Sparky LePan.
Number 79 qualified second in that main event today. And he is ready to go beside him in LaPearl. And number 22, Bruno. Line fifth in the field is beside him, Jim Silly. Next row back, row 4. There he comes at 75,
All right, the shootout about to get underway. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Lamberton leads him down the backstretch to the inside of Corbett. Here comes Mike Bruno. Bruno with a peek to the inside of Bill Fountain. They back out of it. Side by side off of turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Lamberton's the leader. Corbett right up to the wall. Off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch. Mark Lamberton by 2 car lengths. Over Bill Fountain, then it's Mike Bruno third, side by side for fourth. Bechtel on the inside, Corbett on the outside. Fountain drifts high off of turn number 2. Here comes Bruno. Bruno down the backstretch into turn number 3. Side by side. Bruno on the inside. Fountain on the outside. Here comes Bruno to second. Bucko Branham is off the pace in the 17. He's parked over in turn number 3. Lamberton the leader. Mike Bruno is second. Bill Fountain third. Peter Pecto fourth. Pat Corbett fifth. Side-by-side battle for the 6th spot. It's Tony Poisson on the inside. Bill Scott on the outside. Scott makes the move around Poisson. They're side-by-side off of 2 down the backstretch. Bill Scott leads them. Bill Scott up to 6th. Tony Poisson 7th. Here comes Dave Whitcomb on the outside. Mark Lamberton continues to show the way in the 29 on the inside. Mike Bruno right behind. Peter Pecto sideways to the inside of Bill Fountain. Pat Corbett moves through on the inside as well in car number 5. Halfway this time by. Look out, there's a touch for the 3rd spot. Fountain to the inside. Corbett into Fountain. Fountain's got a flat tire. Look out, they're down the backstretch. Whitcomb way off the pace. He slides around. There's a heavy contact up in turn number 3. Whitcomb, LaPearl, silly. Caution flag is out. Six laps complete in this first segment. And the great Remington Shootout. It's Lamberton on the inside, Bruno on the outside. Then it's Pecto and Scott in row 2. Tony Poisson off the pace of 42. Will stay under caution. Another lap under caution. As a result of that last mishap, Patrick LaPearl still back in the garage. As is Bill Fountain, also a casualty in car number 79. Jim Silly ducked into the garage. He's come back and made repairs. Bucko Branham had a flat tire go down on him early. He came back out after they changed the tire. Pat Corbett in car number 5 set to appear. He'll rejoin at the rear of the field. All right. Now we'll go back to green flag racing next time by. Mark Lamberton is the leader. Mike Bruno runs second. Third is Peter Pecto. Fourth is Phil Scott. Tony Poisson is fifth. Sixth is Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Brian Hoare runs seventh. Eighth is Steve Renadette. Keep an eye on Scott in the 14, Whitcomb in the 25, and Hoare in the 45. Those 3 cars have been quick through much of the day. We'll see if Mark Lamberton can hold them off. All right, here they come. 6 down in this first segment. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Lamberton leads them off of 2. Pecto drifts high up into Scott. He'll hang on to the 3rd spot. Bruno runs second right behind the rear bumper of Lamberton. Here comes Scott on the outside. Scott to the outside of Peter Pecto for the 3rd spot. Side by side now for the lead. Bruno and Lamberton touch running into 1. Look out, Lamberton might have the tire going down to the left rear. Lamberton tries to hang on. Here comes Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Bruno runs to the outside of Lamberton. Off of turn number 4, Mark Lamberton to hang on. But you gotta wonder, will that left rear tire go down? Did Bruno make contact with the left rear of Lamberton? Down the backstretch. Lamberton still leads. Bruno looks to the outside. Now fakes high. Here comes Pecto. Pecto throws it to the inside of Bruno. Opens the door. Here comes Pecto up to second. Mike Bruno drop kick back to 3rd. Scott still stuck on the outside in car number 14. Here comes Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Whitcomb, Poisson, Scott run side by side as they look for that 4th spot. 2 to go for Mark Lamberton. Peter Pecto, 3 feet right behind that rear bumper of Mark Lamberton. Then it's Mike Bruno. Bruno back to the outside into the 22. Here goes Bruno looking to the outside. Runs it hard into turn 3 and 4. side by side for the second spot as the white flag is out. Lamberton continues to show the way, but they're side by side for second. Here comes Fecto and Bruno, both looking to put pressure. Tony Poisson's right there. They bunch up into three. Side, look out, there's a spin. Phil Scott and Dave Whitcomb get together. Checkered flag is out for Mark Lamberton. Second to Fecto, third to Bruno, fourth to Poisson, fifth to Brian Orr. Sixth goes to Jim Silly, seventh to Corbett, eighth to Whitcomb, ninth to Renadad. And it looks like 10th to Phil Scott and Kendall Lejean, 11th. Bucko Branham for 12. Segment number 1 in the books in the Great Remington Shootout. 2 still to go.
Outside, row number 1. In car number 3, Mark Bunnell. Row number 2 on the inside, it's the 55 of Craig Bushy. Outside, 4th starting spot goes to car number 72 for Rich Agony. Third row on the inside, driving car number 10, it's Roger LeBounty. And on the outside, the 19 of Jason Bonnet. Row number 4 on the inside, car number 71 for Wayne Stoll. And on the outside, in car number 5, Jim Webb. Fifth row inside, the 48 for John Hayes. And on the outside, the 00 of Bernie Blair. Row number 6 on the inside, in car number 2, Joe Rubel. And on the outside, in car number 15, Todd Thu. Seventh row, inside. Car number 14 for Steve Benoit. And on the outside, he won a qualifier earlier today, car number 13 for Louis Bunnell. Eighth row on the inside, it's the 1 of Lee Ray. And on the outside, the 68 of Kerry Langley. 9 rows back, inside, 22 for Chick. And outside, Dale Terry in the 64. 10 rows back, 19th starting spot goes to Greg Walcott in car number 24. On the outside, Dean Rue in car number 66. 11 rows back, it's the 17 of Don Bushy and the 4 of Richard Agony. Final row on the field in car number 76. It's Mike Wells. Shotgun on the field goes to car number 6 for Dan Ray. The 22 cars to go 15 laps, the first main event of the season for the strictly stock division. Farnsworth on the inside and Bunnell on the outside. They will pace the field off turn 4 as they look for a green flag. All right, here they come. Down the front stretch. Green flag is out. It's the Beaver on the inside. Bunnell on the outside. Here comes Craig Bushy. Quickly sweeping by Farnsworth on the inside. Mark Bunnell leads it. Craig Bushy is second. Rich Agony runs third. Here comes LeBounty on the inside. He'll look to take fourth from Jason Bonnet. Mark Bunnell in the 3, but quickly here comes Craig Bushy in the 55. Bushy side by side into turn 3. And Bushy will take the lead as they come off turn 4. Now Bushy opens up 2, now 3 car lengths as they race it up the backstretch. Here's a move on the outside from Wayne Stoll in the 71. Stoll takes the second spot. Bunnell on the inside, battles right back. They're side by side off 4. Outside, there goes John Hayes in the 48. He is fourth. And he will look to charge by on the outside of Mark Bunnell. Rich Agony runs fifth. Here comes Bernie Blair on the inside in the 00. Blair will look to take fifth. Bernie Blair continues to move up as he looks inside of Mark Bunnell. The 2 cars touch. Bunnell sideways gets it back together. and Blair will take the 4th spot. Up front, Craig Bushy will face a stiff challenge from Wayne Stoll. The Terry car, 64, sideways in turn 1. He refires. Craig Bushy, your leader. Wayne Stoll second. John Hayes third in the 48. Bernie Blair is fourth in the 00. Louie up to 5th in the 13. This time by, the field will be halfway as the lap traffic starts to become a factor. They're 3 wide in front of the leaders. Bushy in the middle, Stoll on the outside. They try to get by the lap traffic. Bushy finds a seam. He'll get through first. Stoll gets boxed in. Hayes gets boxcard out. He'll go back to 4th. John Hayes had absolutely nowhere to go. He drops back a spot. Bernie Blair now 3rd. Look out, Louie sideways. We've got trouble on the front stretch. Caution flag on the speedway. The lap cars played havoc for some of those front runners. As the cars in the middle of the pack started to try to work their way through. Louis Bonnell in the 13 got sideways coming off the 4th turn. And everybody came upon the scene, and what a mess. Flag racing, this time by. 9 down, 6 to go. The battle has been set. Bushy in the 55, Stoll in the 71, Blair in the 00. Here they come off turn 4. Green, flag is out. Inside, Bushy opens up, car length and a half. Here comes Stoll right alongside as they race into turn 3. Bernie Blair moves right under the back bumper of Craig Bushy. Throw a blanket on the top 5 cars. Here comes Chick Bassett on the inside. 5 laps to go. Craig Bushy trying to hold off 4 of Airborne's top strictly straight competitors. Bernie Blair right on his back bumper. We've got a spin in turn 2. Agony spins to 72. Tries to get it refired. Up front, it's the Craig Bushy, car number 55, being hounded by the 00 of Bernie Blair. Caution on the speedway. Caution flag is out. '72 car, Rich Agony, cannot get it refired over in turn 2. And that is going to set up a dash to the finish. Those top 5 cars are very closely matched. Craig Bushy to 55, Wayne Stoll to 71, the 00 of Bernie Blair, Kerry Longley in the 68, that 22 car at Chick Bassett. Craig Bushy in the 55 has led from early on. Bernie Blair will start right alongside. Wayne Stoll in the 71, Kerry Longley in the 68, Chick Bassett the 22. Don't count out Steve Benoit in the 14. Those top cars get banging. Anything can happen. And here they come. Quickly outside, Bernie Blair pokes the nose in front. Look out! Craig Bushy says, no you don't. 3, wide battle for the lead into turn 3. Outside Longley, inside it's Bushy, in the middle it's Stoll. They're still together off turn 4. Craig Bushy on the inside. Outside Wade Stoll. Stoll will grab the lead up the backstretch. Bushy is back to second. Here comes Chick Bissett in the 22. He looks outside Bushy. White flag this time by. Wade Stoll opens up on Craig Bushy. Chick Bissett runs third. Steve Benoit is fourth. Don Bushy is up to fifth. Here they come off turn 4. Checkered flag is out. Your winner will be Wade Stoll in the 71. Stoll gets the victory. Second spot goes to the 22 of Chick Bissett.
All right, we're set for segment number 2 of the Great Remington Shootout. Remember, the field has been inverted, so the winner, Mark Lamberton, will start shotgun on the field. Bucko Branham, Kendall Lejeune in row 1. Phil Scott, Steve Renadette, row 2. Dave Whitcomb, Pat Corbett, row 3. Jim Silly and Brian Hoare, row 4. Then it's Tony Poisson and Mike Bruno in row 5. Peter Fecto and Mark Lamberton in row 6, and 13th, Bill Fountain in car number 79. All right, 12 laps in this second segment, and we're under green. Who can get to the front? Bucko Branham into the lead. Here comes Phil Scott to the inside of Kendall Lejeune. Phil Scott up to the second spot. Side-by-side battle into turn number 4. Scott has second, Lejeune back to third. Here comes Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Branham drifts high off of 2. Tries to get it back down the inside. Phil Scott's right there. Phil Scott in the lead. Branham will try to get it down into the second spot. Here comes Dave Whitcomb to the inside of Branham. Whitcomb moves to the inside of Branham off of 4. He's got second. Look out. Bill Fountain up into Mike Bruno. Bruno sits atop turn number 1. The car is not rolling. Caution, flag is out. All right, set for a restart. 2 laps are complete. Bruno is rejoined at the rear of the field. Bill Scott, the leader of this second segment. Bucko Branham runs second. Dave Whitcomb is third. Jim Silly is fourth. Kendall Lejeune fifth. Tony Poisson 6th. Steve Renadette 7th. Peter Fecto is up to 8th. Brian Hoare 9th. Bill Fountain runs 10th, and 11th is Mark Lamberton. That stands right now. Lamberton has moved just to the 11th spot in this second segment. Green flag is out. Bill Scott to the lead. Here comes Dave Whitcomb up to second. Branham settles it into third. Kendall Lejeune looks down to the inside of Jim Silly. Silly's going to settle it down to the 4th spot. Lejeune runs 5th. Good battles in the middle and rear of the pack. Lamberton and Fountain run side by side out of the rear. Mike Bruno looks to the inside of Bill Fountain. Brian Hoare runs to the inside of Peter Fecto in the 45. Good battles right there in the middle of the pack. Off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. The field continues to run. Halfway by, this time by. Here comes Mark Lamberton. Lamberton looks to the inside of Peter Fecto. Fecto drifts high. Mike Bruno is going to move underneath him. Lamberton and Bruno move underneath. Peter Fecto. Now Lamberton looks on Tony Poisson in the 42. Here comes Brian Hoare. Hoare looks to the outside of Steve Renedin. Brian Hoare takes it to the outside as they run for the 6th spot. Renedin on the inside. Hoare on the outside down the backstretch. Tony Poisson running still right in front of Mark Lamberton. Bruno takes it to the outside of Lamberton. Lamberton appears to be boxed in. Poisson drifts side. Lamberton tries to put the foot in it. Can't make the pass on the inside. 9 laps are complete. Phil Scott leads it. Dave Whitcomb is second. Bucko Branham third. Jim Silly fourth. Brian Hoare fifth. 6th is Ken Lejeune. 7th is Steve Renedin. 8th is Tony Poisson. 9th is Mike Bruno, and 10th is Mark Lamberton. Well, based on the fact that Mark Lamberton and Peter Fecto are still mired in the back, after this second segment, the points should be really close. White flag is out. Phil Scott is flying in the 14 into turn number 3. Look out, there's a spin. Bruno, Poisson get involved. Lamberton gets by both of them. Checkered flag for Scott. Second to Dave Whitcomb, maybe. Yes. Brian Hoare for third on the outside. Whitcomb's cooked the motor. Branham 4th. 5th to Jim Silly. Ken Lejeune 6th. 7th Steve Renedin. Mark Lamberton 8th. Pat Corbett 9th. Peter Fecto 10th. And I believe Fecto, or Dave Whitcomb rather, has cooked the engine on car number 25. Second segment is complete. The winner, Phil Scott.
Remington Shootout. Starting on the pole will be car number 51 for Kevin Dumas. Outside, Brian Riel in car number 32. Row number 2 in the street stock main event goes to 03 and Ben Huff, and the 29 car for Mike Kinsman. Third row on the inside, the 24 of Mike Wright. Outside, Claude Bouchard in car number 46. Row number 4 on the inside, it's Don Phaneuf in the 23, and the choo-choo, Charlie Farnsworth, outside in car number 75. Row number 5 on the inside, Chris K.A. in car number 18, and Dave Lacroix in car number 40. 6th row on the inside, Terry Bichon in the 36, and outside in car number 79, Dan Nolan. 7th row, it's the 72 car for Curtis LaGrave. And on the outside, Ralph Coda in car number 17. Joe Bouye starts next in the 67, followed on the outside by Brian Criss. Champlain Center's car show winner, Skip Liberty, starts next inside in the 59. And on the outside, in car number 06, Donald Fremont. Next in line, car number 10 for Jim Laporte. And on the outside, it's the 53 of Kevin Campbell. Bubba Hickory starts next in car number 6. Randy Torville on the outside in the 09. Rest of the field is the 70 for Chris Levere, the 71 car for Dustin Chris, the 15 for Eli Bishaw, the 25 car, Scott Paye, the 82 for Tom Bishaw. Rob Clark starts at the back in the unnumbered truck. And the 04 of Randy Nephew. Field is set, ready to go. 15 laps, main event of the afternoon for the Street Stock Division, Undergreen. Outside, Brian Riel in the 32 grabs the lead. Mike Kinsman quickly into second. Ben Huff up to third in the 03 as Dumas drops back to fourth in the 51. Oh, look out. We've got trouble at the top of the turn 4. The 09 car, Randy Torville with the hood up going the wrong way. Caution flag is out. As scrambling to get out of harm's way, Tom Bishaw on the 82. Now, fortunately, that happened toward the back of the pack, or else there really would have been a big mess. The 51 and the 32. Dumas and Riel pick it up off turn 4. Here they come to the green. Green flag is out. Riel, your leader in the 32. Here comes Ben Huff on the inside. And Huff looks to take second. Mike Ride will look to follow him through and take over the third spot. Brian Riel with the 32 opens the doors. He drifts high in 2. Here comes Ben Huff. Huff is your new leader. Brian Riel back to second. Mike Wright third. Kinsman is now fourth. Don Panoff is up to fifth. Sixth spot goes to the 51 of Dumas. Seventh is Chris Kaye. Ralph Cota 8th. Joe Bouye 9th. Dan Nolan is 10th. Change for the second spot. Here comes Mike Wright. The 24 car has moved to second. Kinsman up to third. There's Flying Brian who's going to the back. Keep an eye on the 67 of Joe Bouye as he tries to work his way toward the front. Ben Hoff, no signs of letting up. Mike Wright settling into that second spot as he's pulled away from the 29 car of Kinsman. But Hoff runs fourth. Now Bouye, we told you about him earlier, he's up to fifth on the outside of Chris Kaye. Trouble on the Ron Clark truck. Left front tire goes down. He's headed back to the garage area. Ben Huff and Mike Wright, your top two. Mike Kinsman third. Fourth, Don Panoff. Good battle for the fifth spot. Kaye giving Joe Bouye all he can handle. Kaye on the inside, Bouye on the outside. Now Bouye will take over that fifth spot. He will try to gain some ground on your top car. First, he'll pick off the 23 of Don Panoff. Moves by him on the inside, and he'll take fourth. Panoff back to fifth. Next in line will be the 29 of Mike Kinsman. Field is halfway. Now we'll see how the leaders work their way through lap traffic. It posed a problem in the Strictly Street division. Now Huff gets caught on the inside, and right on the outside, pulls even. Two cars tangle in front. The truck spins out of the way, and your new leader is Mike Wright. And Huff comes right back on the inside, and Huff takes the lead back as they race up the backstretch. Ben Huff, Mike Wright, back and forth. 5 to go this time. Ben Huff in the 03, Mike Wright 24. Joe Bouye will take third. Will he have enough time to run down the top two cars? This time by, it's 4 to go. starts to close the gap. Will there be enough time? Ben Huff's got to last for 3 more laps. Mike Wright will be the next car for Bouye and try and pick off, as Bouye has closed the gap within 2 car lengths of Wright. Now right on the back bumper, but this time by there'll be just 2 laps to go. Two to go for Ben Huff. Mike Wright second. Joe Bouye charging hard on the outside. Bouye will take second. He'll have 1 lap to try to chase down the leader. White flag is out for Huff. Bouye closing in right on the back bumper. Half a lap remains for Ben Huff. Can he hold off the charge of Bouye into turn 3? The advantage is down to a car length. Huff on the inside, trying to hold off Joe Bouye. Down the stretch they come, and Ben Huff has won it. What a finish in the straight stock division. The charge from Bouye, working his way through lap traffic, falls about 6 inches short. All right. Third segment about to get the green flag. Green is out. Mike Bruno shoots into the front. Tony Poisson into the second spot. Lamberton in the 29 runs in the 5th spot as he powers to the inside of Steve Renadette. After 2 segments, the leader was Brian Hoare. Hoare led by 1 point over Lamberton. If Mark Lamberton can stay ahead of Brian Hoare, then he can win $5,000. It'd probably be the biggest win of Mark Lamberton's late model sportsman career. Bruno leads him by 3 car lengths over Tony Poisson. Third is Pat Corbett. Mark Lamberton runs in the 4th spot. Brian Hoare, who is the other contender, stuck at the rear of the field as he runs behind Jim Silly. Phil Scott moves by Hoare on the inside of car number 14. Scott was running in the 4th spot in points. Mike Bruno starting to run away at the front. He leads it now by about 8 car lengths over Tony Poisson. Third is still Corbett. 4th is Mark Lamberton. 5th is Steve Renadette. If Mark Lamberton can continue to run in that position, he will win the first ever Great Remington Shootout. And Lamberton and 1 crew member will serve as a special guest crew member on the Butchbach Motorsports NASCAR number 75 Ford Taurus, which is driven by Ted Musgrave at Loudon, New Hampshire in September of 1999. Bruno continues to lead. Poisson is second. Third is Corbett. Lamberton happy to run in the 4th spot, and he's got nobody around him. We're halfway. Brian Hoare and Phil Scott still trying to get out of the rear of the field, but it ain't happening. They're not able to challenge and move up to the front as the laps continue to click off. Now 7 down. 5 to go for Mark Lamberton. Lamberton runs in the 4th spot, but he would have the lowest point total after 3 segments if he can finish 4th, and right now there's no challenge on him. The 5th place car, Steve Renadette, is about 8 car lengths behind Lamberton. Mike Bruno continues to run away at the front. Tony Poisson is second. Third is Pat Corbett. 4th is Mark Lamberton. Steve Renadette is 5th. 6th is Bill Fountain. 7th is Phil Scott to the outside. Brian Hoare runs 8th. Now Phil Scott and Brian Hoare have cleared the rest of the competition. 9 laps are complete. They have to run down Mark Lamberton. This time by, there'll be just 2 to go. Is there enough time for Hoare or Scott to run down Mark Lamberton? I don't think so. 2 to go.
down the backstretch. Bruno leads. Poisson is second. Third is Corbett. Fourth is Lamberton. Here comes Brian Orr to the inside. Orr makes the move, but he has one lap to catch Mark Lamberton. Brian Orr's car number 45 has the pedal down to the floor, but I do not think it's going to be enough. Down the backstretch, into turn number 3 and 4. Mike Bruno's going to win it. 4 closes the 2 car lengths. Down the front stretch, Mark Lamberton, $5,000 richer. Lamberton and Hoare end up tied, but the final determiner is who finishes better in the last segment, and give it to Mark Lamberton.
Lamberton wins the $5,000. And the Remington Shootout finishes tied with Brian Hoare. But Lamberton finishes one spot better than Hoare in the third and final segment. And he is your winner. For Rob Knowles, I'm Rick Knowles. That's it for MotorSports Magazine from the Airborne International Raceway. We hope you enjoyed it. We know Mark Lamberton did, as he is $5,000 richer as he wins the great Remington Shootout.
The parking lot is going to be devastating. Help a lot of patients. Take care of your children with you. Come over to the area, see the cars. You're looking at me for a while. Here's the play eye. Mark Lamberton, the Harley Company, down the stretch. And pull it off. $5,000 for Mark Lamberton and his signature run. The point still even high. Brian Hoare in the last 3 laps closed 20 car lengths. One more lap. But that's off of the story. Well, here he comes. What a great way for him to start the season. Briscoe loses an engine at the end of the second segment, and the first Remington Shootout belongs to one of New York's own. Mark Lamberton with a beautiful drive all afternoon made the move he needed. Had he not made that pass on lap number 2, it would have been Brian Hoare up there at the end. Let's hear it now for Mark Lamberton, ladies and gentlemen. A beautifully driven race, well executed, and let's get him down there in the Remington victory.